Good morning. It is September 8th, 2011. It's 9:26 a.m. Of course, this is another NYNJPA weather video discussion, and I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Well, as you can see, we've had tremendous amount of rain throughout the northern mid-Atlantic today, and we are really focusing once again on the rainfall over east central Pennsylvania, basically just to the west of Scranton, down through Harrisburg. These locations in east central Pennsylvania have had just a tremendous amount of rainfall, and unfortunately is creating a significant amount of flash flooding. Earlier this morning we did have heavy rainfall throughout much of New Jersey along the Delaware River and throughout much of the Raritan and Passaic River valleys. That heavy rainfall is starting to move into southern New England and exit out of Connecticut. And basically this rainfall was created by another mid-level disturbance at 850 millibars that moved through the region this morning and produced heavy rainfall. Even if you see breaks in the clouds now, the rain is not over just yet. As you can see, we have several areas of showers producing very heavy downpours. But once again, the heaviest rainfall is going to be focused over east central Pennsylvania. So what's causing all this rain? Well, let's look at the latest 850 millibar moisture transport, and we have some good news here. The 850 millibar low and the upper level low are starting to weaken, and we could tell that because the moisture transport is nowhere near as strong as what we saw yesterday and even this morning. So the weakening of this moisture transport will mean that the intensity of the heavy rainfall is going to start to back off because we have less and less moisture transport into the region. The northern mid-Atlantic is still in an atmosphere that is highly saturated with moisture. So this rainfall is not ending anytime soon, but there is an end on the way. On the water vapor satellite picture, we can clearly see a few interesting features. Here's our upper level low, and notice we have some dry air trying to work east as our upper level low starts to weaken. Of course, we have our moisture plume right here that is driving moisture from the tropical Atlantic right into the northern mid-Atlantic, and we can see when we go back earlier, you can see that disturbance that blew up over the Delaware River Valley moved to the northeast and weakened. Now we're getting another disturbance starting to develop over central Pennsylvania. That's going to intensify and slip to the northeast towards the Hudson River Valley in the next few hours. But we're going to see as this upper level low pivots and moves back to the west, Hurricane Katia is going to continue to move north. In fact, let's put on the tropical points here. You can see it's moving north and northeast. Now you see this area of sinking air right here? This area of sinking air is actually going to move towards the New Jersey coast and force a lot of this moisture and heavy rainfall to the west over central and western Pennsylvania. So Katia, as it's moving north, is actually going to allow the northern mid-Atlantic to dry out because of this sinking air right here. And as the sinking air builds in, we'll see that tonight through tomorrow, clouds break up. We'll actually have some sunshine. The rivers will be able to decline a little bit. They're going to crest between tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon, but at least we'll get a nice break in the rainfall for at least 24 hours. Unfortunately, this disturbance is going to have to kick east, and it's going to do that this weekend with more scattered showers and thunderstorms. Now, the visible satellite picture, once again, shows we are having some clearing over parts of New Jersey. Let's stop this for a second here. Here's our stationary front. We're having some clearing. Now, don't be deceived by this clearing if you see blue skies over you, because unfortunately it's going to help to destabilize the atmosphere once again and produce scattered showers and thunderstorms. Until this area right here moves into the New Jersey coast, we're going to remain at a threat for showers and thunderstorms, and I don't expect that to be the case, this area right here, to reach the New Jersey coast until later this evening, likely around 5:30, 6 o'clock on through tomorrow. Then we'll start to see the real clearing skies, the decrease in the threat for rainfall, and also drier conditions for the most part. Temperatures will be rather warm tomorrow too, in the lower 80s, so that should be nice. So if you want to go down to the beach, you can do that, but I would not advise going in the water because there's going to be strong rip currents and very enhanced surf. Of course, there's going to be people who want to go out there surfing, but I would not suggest to do so. Out in the tropical Atlantic, we have plenty of action. We have Tropical Storm Nate that will continue to develop, possibly become a weak hurricane, but move into the Mexican coast because we're going to have an upper level ridge developing over parts of the Gulf Coast. We have Tropical Storm Maria that is being sheared by this disturbance right here. In fact, when we put on the upper level winds here, let's see, here we are. You can see we have strong southwesterly winds developing ahead of Maria, and that's going to really cause some problems with development over the next several days. As a result, we could expect Maria to remain a tropical storm and eventually, because of another deep trough by next week, start to turn north and hopefully we curve out into the Atlantic. And then we have, of course, we have Katia that is being kicked out into the northern Atlantic because of this cold front right here. So the tropical Atlantic is, of course, very active, but it looks like for now we're dodging some bullets from these tropical disturbances and storms and hurricanes. So let's take a look at our forecast for today. Again, notice here down the corner we have the majority of the heavy rain focused more towards central Pennsylvania by this afternoon. We still have a threat for scattered showers and heavy downpours over the New York City and Philadelphia metropolitan area. And considering how much rain has fallen already, any type of additional rainfall will likely produce flash flooding. Going into tomorrow, notice by tomorrow morning, you have this, see this purple right here? This means sinking air. And that means we're going to be drying out, and that means that our showers are going to be very isolated. We'll probably see plenty of clearing developing, and by tomorrow afternoon we can really see that substance really take hold. As a result, no precipitation over the New York City and Philadelphia metropolitan area, and we really start to dry out at the mid-levels, which means that skies will start to clear up a little bit. Unfortunately, this weekend, this upper level low is going to have to kick back to the east, and that means another threat for scattered showers and maybe a few isolated thunderstorms. These showers, though, will be capable of heavy downpours once again. Moving forward into the weekend, the disturbance continues to inch to the east. We're going to continue to have these low pressure systems, weak low pressure systems move through the northern Atlantic, keeping the threat for scattered showers. It won't be a total washout, but clearly it's going to be a problem to deal with throughout the weekend with these short, intense, heavy downpours followed by broken clouds and then another round of heavy downpours for about 30 to 45 minutes. Finally, as we head towards next week, we start to develop a much more powerful trough over the eastern United States. And that's important because that's what's going to keep Maria out off the East Coast later on next week. And also, it's going to bring us a much cooler air mass. Do not be surprised that by Tuesday, well Tuesday we're going to deal with a few scattered showers. Wednesday, more widespread showers because of a cold front. And then Thursday, well, look at this by Wednesday afternoon, first of all. Notice this air. 0 degrees Celsius at 850 millibars. That is some chilly air for this time of year. And as we move towards Thursday, we're going to have a sustained trough, plenty of dry air, which means clear skies on Thursday as high pressure takes hold. But our 850 millibar temperatures are falling close to 0 degrees Celsius over the northern tier, and anywhere from 3 to maybe 6 degrees Celsius, which basically means at the surface, upper 60s to lower 70s. So we're definitely heading towards a cooler trend and a bigger influence from polar air masses moving forward as we head into the end of next week. So that's the forecast for today. Keep an eye on that rainfall and do not drive through submerged roads, because those roads can actually be deeper. The water can actually be deeper than what you think. So don't do that. Keep an eye on the flash flooding, but don't worry, drier air is on the way for next week. I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Have an excellent day.